Alright, fucker. So, this is the Xterra. I'm pretty fucking hungover right now, but whatever. Here you go. She's all shined up. Not really. You can see scratches fucking everywhere on it. Let's go to dents first. One right here. That's, I forget what that's from. I think it's from a tree up on a trail up in Fort Collins. There's scratches there. I think that's the only dent on that side. Let me go around this way. And we have a dent here. Crease, whatever you want to call it. Take a look at that. That's from Aaron. You can blame him and Natalie. More Aaron. This was out at Moab when we were stacking trucks. Yeah. So there's that guy. And then there's a dent here. Nothing too bad. Just a little guy. Forget what that's from. Another dent right there. That is from a tree. Leaving you the sticker there. Here's, I don't know if the sun's in your way or not. There's the front end. There's a dent here in the Shockworks bumper. That's from a rock up on another trail up in Fort Collins. Airbags didn't go off though. And let's see. I guess we might as well look at the front axle while we're here. So it's leaking from that side. This axle shaft, I mean, you can hardly tell that it's bent, but it is bent a little bit. So that axle seal right there is leaking, and then it's coming out over that way. Other than that, there's no leaks on this thing. There's a little shot of the undercarriage. Doesn't leak oil, doesn't leak transmission fluid, doesn't leak from the transfer case, doesn't leak anywhere. What else? There's your power steering cooler up there, mounted to the bottom of the Shockworks bumper. Let's go this way. Well, that's in great shape. Newer Fox coilovers. Here's your ABS wires right here. Extended brake lines. That's all that. And then modified steering shaft in here. I don't know how well any of this is going to come out. These right here are the locker wires. They've been run just like that for, oh, the rear locker I did, what, 4 years ago? And it's been fine unprotected like that. The front locker wire, I just ran, you know, within the last, what, 2 years ago? Something like that. There's the sliders. They are welded on now. We did that when did the solid axle. Oh, here's another scuff. That's from a rock up on a local trail here, about 10 minutes from the house. Get another undercarriage shot here. Absolutely clean, all good. A little surface rust, nothing major. It's just where the paint either scraped off or I missed spots when I was painting. There's the exhaust, in good shape. Your drive shaft's all good. This is the only skid plate that I have, is the gas tank skid. There's the all Alcant modified. There's, I believe, 2 leaves I took out of there when I did the spring over to get the ass end to sit down a little bit more. And then in the back here, there's the ABS wires for this. There's brake lines. There is locker wiring right there. And let's see, go around to the back side. Here's everything underneath. That there's the battery box that I built. It's fucking strong, man. It's part of the truck now. It is not coming out. It's not going anywhere. Timbrins are there. They don't really serve a purpose. I don't think I've hit them in 2 years since I did the solid axle. Here are your e-brake lines, which are not hooked up. There are provisions on the JK axle for them right here. I just never hooked them up. It's an automatic. I'm not too worried about it. What else is going on under here? Oh, there's a resonator to try and quiet down the exhaust a little bit due to the cat delete. It is a little raspy. I've gotten used to it. You know, do what you will. Maybe add another resonator in there, whatever. But yeah, overall, no real rust at all. It's very clean undercarriage. And I haven't really taken care of it all that well, the undercarriage. I spray it down maybe twice a year. Anyway, let's go inside now. Sucks being hungover and doing this. Oh, Ruby X is painted there. Got the green hood. There's all that. Shock bumper, whatever, it's all in good shape. There's the roof rack, took off the lights. These are your jerry can mounts right here. This here is your axe and shovel mount on that side. And then we go around, here's the ladder obviously, and another jerry can holder. Those hold 2 jerry cans per side. High lift mount, spare tire obviously, and it is just a spare. It is cupped. You can see right there, it's cupped pretty bad. This is from my blue front shocks out at Hammers. Last year we went out for King of the Hammers, and the ride home, you know, what is it, 2,000 miles, yeah, destroyed those tires. Oh, we open up the back, there's the tire gate, whatever, dude. Going in the back here. So, here's the back. Wrangler net, I'm going to throw that one in. I might have another one laying around. This fucker. Hey, there's the battery. Look at that. And Blue Sea fuse block. The locker wiring is wired into there. You got your primary fuse here for it. Oh, sorry. There. And then the Blue Sea box. This is your battery hold down right here. Simple but effective. I use 2 rags to use as a spacer and dampener. Here's your CB wire. You can see that in there. Whatever. I'll probably end up hooking that up before I drive out to Cali or out to Vegas. Drop this off. This sensor right there is your current sensor. I have that run all the way back here to determine the current that's being discharged by light use or winch use or whatever. Without it being on there, your battery wouldn't, or your alternator wouldn't know to charge. Here is a power tank mount. You can see I cut into the rear plastics. There's a 9/16 wrench in there. If you get it, you can have it. I gave up. That's going to stay. I'm not including the power tank. I think we talked about that. If not, it's in the ad. You can see the roof liner, headliner, whatever. It's a little bit dirty. It could use a good wash. I've never really worried about it. Whatever, dude. It's an off-road rig. Then what else? Let's go, I guess, up front. And back seats. Check out the fridge mount. It's the first time the back seat's been in forever. Son of a bitch. There's that. Clean underneath, whatever, some dog hair. I'll probably end up vacuuming it, maybe. Your jack, all that shit's under there, and it still will work. You put that underneath the axle, and it'll jack up the truck. So keep that in there. 9mm not coming with the truck. This is the power steering fluid that you need to use, period. Don't use anything else. It'll void the warranty on the PSC Ram. Seat covers, whatever, they're there. You got the floor mat here. That's staying good condition underneath. There's your CB wire. That's how it's ran up to the console there. Rear cup holders still work. Yeah, what else? Yeah, those seats are in really good shape, but they haven't been in here at all. So, I mean, there's no wear whatsoever on these things. The backs, whatever, they've been in here. You know, whatever. Let's take a look up front. And here's up front. Obviously a little bit dirty. It's wintertime. Whatever, dude. Here is the seat wear. So it wore through the cover. This is only within the last 6 months that this has happened. And it's wearing through the material underneath a little bit. Whatever. Seat covers, they're dirty as shit. Whatever, dude. Like I said before, it's an off-road rig. I work on a lot of shit. I get dirty. There's your head unit. It's got provision for the iPod in the glove box. There's that. iPod not included. Then the CB, I'm leaving that in here. There's your handle, whatever. These here are locker switches. So the way I designed this is it's more of a pain in the ass to flip this one than it is this one. So this is the rear locker because you want to lock your rear first, I mean. Then there's the front locker switch. Simple, just open that, hit the toggle, boom, on and off. Scan gauge, I'm leaving that. That's how you tell miles per gallon, whatever else, and clear that code for the fuel sending unit. Let's see. My keys got started up real quick. Whatever. There's the console. It's obviously full of shit. These I'm leaving with the truck. These are caps for the power steering hydraulic ram hoses. So if you break a power steering line, you can cap off the ram. And then there's plugs right here to plug the lines. More of an emergency type thing. I'll leave those with the truck just in case anything happens. There you go. There's another good shot of everything. I think this cover's in decent shape. There's a little hole there, burn hole. Doesn't go all the way through, just on the surface. And as you know, I quit smoking, 6 months ago now. So, you know, honestly, this truck never smelled like smoke. And now that I've been smoke-free for 6 months, it doesn't smell at all in this thing. So, let's pop the hood, give you a look under there real quick. I saw this before when I was taking down bullet casing. I'm going to put it down for a second here, pop the hood. And there's that. Dirty, whatever, dude. No big deal. There's where the battery used to be. I put the power steering reservoir there. All your main positive hookup is right there. So this big cable runs all the way to the back along the frame rail and to the battery in the back. It's worked flawlessly since I've done it. No big deal. There might be a slight leak with the power steering. I can never track it down, but it is filthy down there, as if you know, oil got on there and then dirt collected on it. Whatever. There's your volant. You can't really tell it's dirty, but that is a clear plexiglass cover that we made for that. So you can see the you know, how dirty your air filter is. Intake manifold spacer, yada yada yada. Griffin radiator cap. The Griffin radiator's in the garage over there. Whatever. I just never got around to installing it. Horns, upgraded the horns, they're there. Those are just Napa horns, whatever. And what else? I think that's about it. Yeah, man, that's it. We'll catch you later.